Just let's welcome Frédéric from Decathlon Quickma on stage. Thank you, Frédéric.
Thank you, Benjamin. Bon, hello everybody. I'm really happy to be here tonight. First, because it's just an amazing place. I don't know what you think, but really thank you for the organization. It's fantastic. And also, I'm happy to be here because we are working on a fantastic project with Fermat. And I will tell you a little bit more about it. But first, we will talk about the sport and also how we work in Decathlon. So, as you saw, I'm in charge of beach tennis, pickleball, and paddle. And we will talk tonight about paddle especially. So paddle, the good thing is now, I think it's not necessary to explain what it consists in. When I started the project 8 years ago, I had every time to explain that it has nothing to do with a water sport, if you see what I mean. And now it's known as the fastest growing sport in the world. And so we have many reasons. The first one is professionalization of the sport. So it's true that you can see many professional tournaments on TV now that inspires people. Also, the technology allows and facilitates to find first a court available and also a partner. Which was quite difficult before, and now with the technology, it's much easier. Third one is the investment, because obviously to play paddle you need to have some facilities, and we could see a lot of investors in the last years investing on the sport. And the last two ones are really linked to the sport. So the first one explains why it's such a success. The first one is a social component. It's a social sport, especially after the pandemic. It's a criteria very important. And the last one, and maybe the most important, is the accessibility. First time you play paddle, you can have fun. Okay, so they are like if we compare to tennis, it's much easier, and it's a key point. So one interesting figure is 51. 51 is the number of new openings of clubs every week last year. So it's quite impressive. 51 clubs every week, new clubs opening. Okay. So the forecast is a plus 20% for the sport in the coming years. We can talk also about the paddle player. And when we ask the paddle players, and especially the expert one with the high-level player, the first motivation to play paddle is to improve their performances. Actually, it's one of the reasons of the success. It's an addictive sport. Voilà. When you try it, you get stuck to it. And also, on the other hand, they have to face some problems. And the problem number one is the durability. Okay, so 85%, it's the number of reviews, the share of reviews, negative reviews we have concerning the durability of the product. So it's a good example, an excellent racket, but we have maybe a good racket in usage, but we have a problem because it breaks too early and the painting goes too early, etc. So when you manage a brand, you need to define your singularity, how to make the difference in the market. So we decided to go to durable performance. Durable, why? Because, as I said, it's the answer to the pain number one concerning the sport. And performance is the answer to the motivation number one to the sport. Okay? These two are totally linked. It's impossible to manage one of the two without the other one. Because if we can design the most durable racket in the world, if it's not a good racket, we will not sell any. So it's really important to manage the two at the same time. The idea, what we wrote, is we try to be at the level of the best brand in terms of performance, because they are all competing on that topic, but we need to be performant. And we will try to make the difference with the durability. Okay? We can talk now directly linked to Fermat, how we work on innovation. We have 3 steps. The first one is the R&D phase. So it means all the tests we are doing. So we test, we fail, we learn, we fail, we learn again. And depending on the project, it can last a long time. It's exactly what we are doing now with Fermat. We are at the end of the first phase. And I will show you after, the racket we will launch for the second phase. So the second phase will be a quality validation, and in an industrial way, because it's totally different between validating a prototype and validating an industrialization. Okay, so the idea is to launch like a limited edition of a racket, existing racket with the carbon Fermat, and not communicating at all, because the idea is not to have any to do a commercial test. It's a quality test. Okay, so we need to make sure, and it's really important when we launch an innovation, that the quality is at the level required. So that's the racket we will launch, hopefully before the end of the year, responding to this validation phase, so with the Fermat Carbon. And then after, once it's validated, the idea is to make the official launch. So our plan is to show that the Fermat Carbon is at the level of the best carbon and for the best player. So we will launch the Fermat Carbon for our pro racket, which are played by our pro players. Okay, so that's the idea. And then after, to decline with the range. Okay, but to starting from the top, that's the way to start with a good technical image. As a conclusion, I think in Decathlon we are ready to for the future. I think we have identified quite well our goals to attack the market of paddle, and mainly working on our singularity. And also we have a very important strategy in Decathlon, one of the 2 main strategies. The first one is to make the sport accessible to all, and the second one is the sustainability, to protect the planet. Okay, so I think you understand very well that the project of Fermat, it's fantastic because it will allow us to reach the first goal and respecting the second one. So it's not only a very exciting project we are working together, but also a project fully aligned with Decathlon strategy. Thank you.